Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today our group will like to present about the sustainability performance assessment, which is our group decided to choose or to take the company, which is Top Glove Corporation Berhad. So before we started our presentation, let us introduce ourselves. Me, myself, Nurul Kuratuaini binti Muhammad Saleh. And I would like to present about the introduction, which means that the history or the background of the organization that we choose, which is Top Glove Corporation Berhad.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farihin Meti Majidin. So I will be explaining about a brief explanation for sustainability report of Top Glove Corporation Company, as well as the point for metric and performance. So regarding a brief explanation for sustainable reporting of Top Glove Corporation Company, so the sustainable reporting is one of the commitment by the organization itself for a sustainable development and become one of an important tools in a growing focus for the company in terms of environment, stakeholder as well as the society. A high-quality sustainability reporting can lead to a long-term growth of the organization that experience a better value creation in a global aspect. A sustainable reporting also need to include GRI standard, which is Global Reporting Initiative Standard, to allow other parties to assess the company activities and to what extent the activities can give impact to the business sustainability, as it shows the assessment and decision of stakeholders play a huge influence by this kind of approach. So by having a sustainable reporting, it can create a various values such as economic, environmental, social, and governance through a sustainable practice on the corporate agenda, which can also be an approach to measure the organization performance.
So as for the introduction, which is the history or the background of the Top Glove Corporation, which is Top Glove Corporation Berhad, also known as the Top Glove, is a Malaysian rubber glove manufacturer that was established in the year of 1997. So the headquarters of the Top Glove is located in Malaysia, and the founder of this company is a Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai. So at the first establishment of the Top Glove, it's only started with a local business enterprise which contained one factory, one glove, as the Wee Chai parents were the rubber plantations owner and the traders. So however, slowly this business operations become a world largest manufacturers of gloves. We captured 26% of the world market share of the rubber glove. So not just that, in August 2001, Top Glove was listed in the Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange or Bursa Malaysia, and also main board of the Singapore Exchange in 2016. So besides that, the manufacturing operations not just located in Malaysia but also in the other Asian country, which is located in the Thailand, Vietnam, and China, which is they basically this country is more to like manufacturing those products. Then as for the marketing officer, is other located in Malaysia, is also located in the big countries such as USA, United States of America, Germany, and also the Brazil. So therefore, with the 47 factories of Top Glove, it could produce 750 productions lines due to the content over 2,000 customers within 195 countries of the exports. Okay, thus in line with the 750 productions line, where the Top Glove productions capacity over 90 billions of gloves per annum, that making companies market capitalizations of the ringgit Malaysia of 57.2 billion as at 30 November this year. Moreover, on the 19th March 2020, last year, Top Glove stated that their stakeholder fund of ringgit Malaysia is 2.6 billion, meanwhile their revenue of ringgit Malaysia is over 2.4 billion. So we know that because of the pandemic that happened in the world, so the demand of the face mask, glove, and whatsoever is is high. Okay, basically, Top Glove is not just produce the product of rubber glove, but it also run the business on producing condom, face masks, dental dams, exercise band, and household product and many more, in which to achieve and fulfilling the demand in the both healthcare product as well as non-healthcare segment. So despite of that, the customer are willing to buy the product where the Top Glove in producing and sells what other customer wants. Besides, in order for the Top Glove to assure the customer that the product is good and safe from resulting any health issue to the customer, where the Top Glove is developed the sustainability and environment friendly on producing their product, where Top Glove is continue to level up its practice in the ESG space, especially in terms of the labor practice. So other than that, the Top Glove also developed 4 key areas, which is the economic, environment, social as well as the governance, in order to range with the United Nations Sustainability Development Goal, or we call it as the UN SDGs. Okay, so therefore by doing this, Top Glove are able to continuously contribution the customer economy as well as to protect the environment.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Dayang Nurmin Zikrin, and I will explain about the next part, which is the purpose of the reporting. So the reason why Top Glove do this reporting is they want to have more engagement of the company to other stakeholders so that it will attract more investors invest into their business. And secondly, it is to show that the Top Glove is a company that is towards sustainability practices and comply to the environmental needs. Thirdly, and they want to adopt an international reporting guidelines as a reference to the company. Next is to identify if there is any risk and opportunities based on these 4 pillars, which is through economic, environmental, social, and governance. So the last purpose is they want to assure the shareholders and the people that their company is complying with the value that they always hold into, which is towards the sustainability.
Okay, next I will be explaining the point under metric and performance that include the element of environment, economic, social as well as the award received by the organisation. So the first one is in terms of environment, which is a crucial element that conducted in the organisation itself. So the first approaches that are related to the environmental performance or governance that focus more on improving the operational, which associated with the eco-efficiency by reducing the environmental liabilities and encourage more usage of the green technology. So by having this kind of approaches, it can directly improve the element of audit assessment that include in the environmental criteria in the company's supplier checklist. So this shows that a comprehensive and a systematic plan is a very important element to ensure a better reduction of carbon footprint. Other than that, as the Top Glove company known as the manufacturing industry, the company are well committed to take a corrective action to reduce the electrical usage as well as monitoring the electricity and the natural gas efficiency by emphasizing more on the green technology. For example, is encourage more usage of solar power system and looking into other alternatives of renewable energy sources to supply and electricity for the production as well as the manufacturing sector. Okay, next I will be explaining in terms of the economic perspective. So Top Glove Corporation set a stringent procurement practice, especially for the new suppliers, to avoid risk in the supply chain management, which can lead to the negative consequences due to the poor management, as it is very important for the company to show a strong economic performance, especially for the shareholder as well as the customer. So it shows that the company are very strict and concerned regarding the economic performance, as the supplier need to follow certain rules, regulation as well as criteria, and need to meet the minimum requirements set by the Top Glove. So, for the company that fail to fulfill the minimum expectation from Top Glove will be requested to take a remediation action and were given a specific timeline to rectify their own performance in order to ensure the continuous business partnership. So, these approaches are also to reduce the element of corruption as well as open more opportunity for the company in the supply chain management. Next, Top Glove also have a continuous action to make a sustainable supply chain by engage in the upstream as well as downstream of the shareholder as well as the supplier in terms of the business ethics as well as the compliance in terms of the business operation. So, as the company provide a consistent high quality glove at efficient low cost and strictly follow the quality standard that have been stated, especially in the quality control of the procedure in the factories, Top Glove has won and recognized numerous awards as well as certification both at the industry and the international level. So the awards are able to motivate the company to set a better performance in the sustainability practice. As a result, the company has recognized with a quality award such as ISO 9000 and other certification. Last but not least, the company also focus on the social aspect whereby concerned about the long-term sustainability for both of the community and employees by having an effective engagement, whereby the company does not restrict the workers' freedom of movement, both at the workplace as well as at their hostel, whereby they provide a well-maintained equipment as well as facilities which can create a good working environment. So we can conclude that a diverse workforce and inclusion are one of the hiring criteria set by the company to encourage more commitment and receive an equal treatment for both of the employer as well as the employee.
Okay, next we would like to proceed or present about the future commitment and the progress about the Top Glove Cooperation Berhad. So in this part, it contains of three feature, or we call it as the three future commitment and progress, which is good health and well-being, peace, justice, and strong institution, and the last one is about the climate change actions. So as for the good health and well-being, where it contains of two, which is safety and security, where as for the safety, where the Top Glove had established the occupational healthy and safety, or we call it as OSHA, in which to prevent the employee from failing or falling sick, as well as ensuring productivity on performing the task. Besides, it also to make sure that the employee is always fitness in terms of their physicals, mentally, and also the financial, that making them to contribute positively to each other. So therefore, the Top Glove has implemented several healthcare and wellness systems for their employees, which like ambulatory medical center, fitness, as well as the variety of the innovative programs. So other than that, the Top Glove also provide the initiative that lead by the safety department and community, which are guided by the Top Glove safety and health policy, where this committee consists of 885 members, which comes from the various departments like management, staff, and also the worker. So that's by doing all these initiatives, it can raise safety awareness through quizzes, safety talks, as well as the safety booth. Okay, next, as for the security, where the Top Glove has provided 82 ancillary police in order to ensure that the employee and the company is safe, where Top Glove ancillary police were trained by the Royal Malaysia Police that learn about the standard procedure, what are the do's and what are the don'ts, as well as about the human right knowledge. Okay, usually these ancillary police will doing a patrol in the area of HQ, factories, hostel area in Klangs, in which to make sure that there is no suspicious action and anything bad happens towards the employee in which could give a harm to them. Therefore, in the future, TalkGlove has implemented and launched mobile apps that namely TG Rescue, so which employee may use these apps to report the crime, in which the report will goes directly to the ancillary police. So by doing this, the safetyness and the security of the employees, not just employees but also all the other staff in the TalkGlove Corporation Berhad will be preserved, will be protected from any criminal actions, violent action, or healthcare issue. Not healthcare issue but the health issues. The second part of the future commitment and progress of the TalkGlove Corporation Berhad in Malaysia, so it's about the peace, justice and strong institutions. So as for this part, it contains about the anti-corruption and bribery. So when we talk about the anti-corruption, when we talk about the corruption and bribery, it's like it's a common issue, or we call it as big issues that always happen in Malaysia. Even in the small organization or even in the big organization, there is always the issues about the corruption and also the bribery, because of the lack of integrity among, not just among the employee or among the staff, but also among the head management as well. So there are several approaches that have been established by the TalkGlove in order to address or prevent the issues of the corruption in the TalkGlove, not just among, like I said, not just among employee but also among the supplier and what we call it stakeholder, customer, or many more. Okay, over the years, TalkGlove have been guided by the group anti-corruption policy, where had followed the Corporate Liability Act, as well as taking the ISO 37001 ABMS certifications. Besides, TalkGlove also had used the No Gift policy, which provide awareness event and program. And then the other policy that have been used by the TalkGlove is also whistles blowing policy and many more. So thus, as for the future, where the TalkGlove Corporation Berhad had decided to allow all the group departments perform a corruption risk assessment. Thus, by doing this, it will ensure that all the employees in the TalkGlove will be free from the corruption. So the last part, or the last feature in the future commitment and progress that done by the TalkGlove Corporations Berhad, which is about the climate change actions. So when we talk about the climate change actions, it must be related with the environment of the TalkGlove working itself. So it contains of three, which is environmental governance, environmental risk management, and also the operational eco-efficiency monitoring and improvement. As for the environmental governance, where the TalkGlove concerns about the environmental issue like climate change, in which the sustainability steering group and industrial effluent treatment system, or we call it as IETS department, manage the environmental initiative in order to improve productions of the eco-friendly as well as to reduce the carbon footprint. Okay, why? This is because the more usage to produce the product, it will decrease the natural resources. Besides, the TalkGlove also are fully comply with the environmental management system, or we call it as EMS. It stated that in the ISO 14001, is it? Yeah, 2001. In order to make sure that all the report is being comprehensive, systematic, planned, as well as documented manners. So therefore, by doing this, TalkGlove can improve their environmental performance, in which there is a clean manufacturing, green technology, and automations. Hence, in the future, the TalkGlove want to ensure that another 2 factories will certified with ISO 14001, as there is already 5 factories that had been certified. About the environmental risk management. So environmental risk management, we can say that it's always happening in every organization. Like I say, either it's a small or either it's a big organization, but also the issues of the environmental risk management is always there. So what is exactly environmental risk management? So this can be described other than water risk and also the flood risk that happens. Top Glove have implemented the company risk management framework in the future, as it's one of the initiatives to reduce climate risk. Okay, besides the Top Glove also had improved in a way of them managing the flood risk, in which the Top Glove mitigates damage from 6 instances of heavy rain in order to avoid flood interrupt into operations. And then not just that, for the future, where the Top Glove also had revealed their carbon disclosure project, or we call it as CDP, in which it's about the global environmental on climate change and the water security data to the investors, so that the investors will understand on how Top Glove handle and apply in order to managing climate change and water security issues. So that's all for me. Thank you.
So on the next part is the legitimacy. So as we all know, Top Glove is a very big company, and it is a very well-known company, as they are the world's largest manufacturer for the gloves, and they also produce a well diverse types of gloves and other products as well. So they believe that the environmental transparency is very important for a sustainable future. In the year of 2020, the company has decided to disclose their climate change and water security impacts through the Carbon Disclosure Project (CDP), which is a global environmental disclosure platform, so that the investors understands about their practices regarding the issues, which basically they initiate on the environmental policy and the environmental management system, since they are very committed to preserve the environment. So, with this environmental policy, they are very committed to produce a high quality products with a low cost, as to preserve the environment, to ensure the safety, security, and good health of the company. And through this also, the company work to prevent any environmental pollution by complying the environmental management system under the ISO 10401, where they promote an improvement in manufacturing, in environmental performance, automation, and the green technology. Besides that, they also promote the 5Rs program, which is the most efficient use of raw materials as well as management practices. So next one is, in order for them to be compliant with the quality standards that has been set, they produce products which is the nitrile surgical glove as an alternative ways for those who have allergies to the rubber latex. These gloves are produced made with the natural rubber latex. So these gloves are specifically used for any medical procedures that require sterility, as they are a better strength at resisting tear and punctures and and they can protect against the hazardous chemicals, and it is also designed to reduce hand fatigue to the user. This product, they are basically complying with the EN 455 standard, which is a standard on the medical gloves for single use, and this product are also manufactured under a quality system regulation, which is a GMP standard that is described by the FDA for the manufacture of the products for a diagnostic industry. And these products are also comply with the standard of ISO 9001 2015, and also ISO 13485 2016, which is certified by the TUV Management Service. So lastly, another product by Top Glove that has certification is the latex glove for food handling. And basically, these products are used for food handling and food packaging industry, such as in a large-scale kitchen where it is important to avoid any accidental contamination of food material due to the discarded glove. These gloves also they produce with a natural high-grade rubber latex, and this product has also been awarded by the Akinet International Certification Network for the ISO 10401:2005, HACCP registered, and is a Cerium certified under ISO 9001:2005.
Okay, next I will proceed to the product responsibility. Product responsibility is very important to ensure the quality and the productivity of the production need to minimize the damage to ensure the product will have zero defect to achieve their goals and the objective. Okay, the top glove use the hard material to produce their product because they want their product long lasting and eco-friendly. Okay, it also will protect and conserve the environment for the future generation and the current generation. Okay, the material that have been used must have the license, so it will make the company more confident to produce their product because it is under control and also can control the environment. Okay, for example, Top Glove produce the BioGreen TM biodegradable nitrate glove. This product can reduce the waste accumulation and the free formulation to minimize the risk of the type IV delay hypersensitivity reaction. Okay, next lastly I will explain about the society. Okay, Top Gloves always prioritize and concern about their society. It is because the society is part of their responsibility to provide the society well-being become better for the standard living. Okay, they also have the Top Glove Foundation, which is the TG Foundation. It is to provide the fund, charity, education, and the activities that related to the environment and the community. Okay, it has three elements, which is the community, environment, and education. In terms of the community society, they will support by giving the financial aids to the community that are needed. For example, like to reduce their burden through the development growth and the investment from the community. For the education, the Top Glove also provide the scholarship to the student that need to further their study, like the Mouth Cancer Awareness Week. For the environment, it is to minimize the environmental impact like the global warming, greenhouse gases, pollution, and so on. It is because want to sustain the environment by protecting and conserving the environment. For example, like the Top Glove produce the BioGreen TM biodegradable nitride glove. Okay, next I will proceed to the sustainability reporting indicator rubric and the self-interpretation. Okay, the grade for the human rights performance of the company sustainability performance in my own interpretation is the 45. It is because the Top Glove always taking care the employees' human right, because for them their employee is the first priority in the company. The work given in the production is very high quality and follow the requirement that has been stated in the environmental aspect. The human right also include the right of the freedom association, which means the employee can join any association that they want, but they cannot do the strike or any activity that's against the rules and the regulation in the company. There are also no discrimination between staff and the employee, so the staff and the employee can work in the good surrounding environment. Okay, next, the grade for the labor practice and the decent work performance is the 35. It is because the Top Glove provide healthy and good working environment as follow the requirement of the labor law practice. Labor law. Okay, the labor law. Sorry. The Top Glove also provide the voluntary overtime, which is the OT, to the employee to whom willing to work overtime. It is no forced labor, and no issue among the employees because they can get the overtime payment. Okay, the Top Glove also will ensure there is no bias between the labor practice to work as the right way in the organization, like they will get 1 day a week to rest and minimum wages requirement, and have full custody of the passport based on the strict compliance. Okay, next I will proceed to the sustainability reporting indicator rubric and the self-interpretation. Okay, the grade for the human right performance of the company sustainability performance in my own interpretation is the 45. It is because the Top Glove always taking care the employees' human right, because for them their employee is the first priority in the company. The work given in the production is very high quality and follow the requirement that has been stated in the environmental aspect. The human right also include the right of the freedom association, which means the employee can join any association that they want, but they cannot do the strike or any activity that's against the rules and the regulation in the company. There also no discrimination between staff and the employee, so the staff and the employee can work in the good surrounding environment. Okay, next, the grade for the labor practice and the decent work performance is the 35. It is because the Top Glove provide healthy and the good working environment as follow the requirement of the labor law practice. Labor law. Okay, the labor law. Sorry. The Top Glove also provide the voluntary overtime, which is the OT, to the employee to whom willing to work overtime. It is no forced labor, and no issue among the employees because they can get the overtime payment. Okay, the Top Glove also will ensure there is no bias between the labor practice to work as the right way in the organization, like they will get 1 day a week to rest and minimum wages requirement, and have full custody of the passport based on the strict compliance. Okay, next I will proceed to the rating for the product responsibility, which is I give 47. It is because the product from the Top Glove Corporation Berhad is very eco-friendly product and follow the environmental aspect. When they produce the product that is eco-friendly, it will protect and conserve the environment for the future generation. They also want to ensure the raw material to provide the product did not give bad consequences to the environment, human being, surrounding area, and so on. Okay, by having the technology investment, it will improve the production in the environmental sustainability and the eco-friendly towards the purchasing power by the customer. Okay, Top Glove also produce the BioGreen TM biodegradable natural glove, and the packaging of the glove is 100% eco-friendly product. And for sure it is safe for the environment as the example. Okay, lastly is the society performance, which is I give 45. It is because the Top Glove have the initiative to help the people through their foundation, which is the Top Glove Foundation. Okay, it is for the social development to ensure the society will keep improving their quality of life. In addition, the financial aids also given to them who need it, because it can minimize their burden for the household income. Okay, for the education, they also provide the scholarship to the student that are needed to further their study, so that the quality of the society will improve and they can change their life through the education, because they have skill, talents and so on.